Hey, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We are a cloud nation. We are an emerging nation. We are the United States of the world, and we're on a mission to banish poverty. We've been around for about 4 years, putting in some really solid foundations because we're here to last for generations, not just a few weeks, days, months, or whatever. And now we are expanding our economy for the benefit of all our citizens. It will, of course, help us by improving the liquidity and the value of our currency, and all our citizens receive our currency totally free every month. Who can be a citizen? Anyone. Just come along, register. There's no fee, no obligation. You've just got to prove you're a real person, and that's it. And once you are a citizen of the United States of the world, we will treat you just as a human being. We won't qualify you because of your age or religion or sex or gender or what else, height, weight, geographical location. None of it matters. We will see everyone just as a human being. We don't separate you for any reason. We recognize that all human beings are unique, have something unique to offer our community, and therefore of equal value to our community. And that is it. We're a non-separatist organization, and you are treated the same as everybody else. Okay. We will be getting started in a short while, very short while, with a short prayer to help us find true happiness in life. That's something that you can't buy. It is something which everybody wants. Everybody wants to be happy all the time. But the only way to be happy all the time, you can't buy it, is through loving service to others. And when you adopt that as your way of life, you'll find that everything else that you want and need in life will be attracted to you. You won't have to chase after money or wonder where the time's going to come from or think about how am I going to pay for that vacation. I'd love that new hat. It'll all happen for you, just automatically. Okay, so that's what our little prayer's about. And then we'll have an affirmation to help us with that non-separatist ideology. And we'll get over to Facebook in a moment because we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. But when we are in the app here, we don't see who it is from Facebook. We just get a little bit of cryptic information like this. Okay, now I probably know who that is, I think, but we can't be sure until we get over to Facebook and check on the names. But we do see people in here on YouTube. We've got Lewis in from Portugal. Excuse me. We've got Colin in from South Africa. We've got Don in from Canada, Vancouver Island. And then we've got a few Facebook users. Oh, and we've got Andrew in from New Zealand, all on YouTube. But let's get over to Facebook right now. We'll be looking for We Share Abundance Publicly group. And are my speakers off? Yes, they are. And we should be looking for the 21st of March, and we've got it. And we should get the comments panel up, and we do. And we've got Werner in from South Africa and Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA. So let's get started right away. Then we won't be hanging around keeping you waiting and wondering what's going on. Okay? Anybody that's late, I'll have to watch the replay. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And our little affirmation. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay. Who else have we got in? We've got Norman in from Doncaster in England. Deborah's letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you, Deborah. We've got Bozina in from Edinburgh up in Scotland. I was going to say they've got an important football match, but it's Wales, I think, isn't it, that have got a football match. I think it's today. I've forgotten who they're playing now, but they've got to win to qualify for, I don't know, the European Cup. No, that's clubs, isn't it? Anyway, any of you interested in football will know all about it. Best of luck to Wales in their efforts. Right. Okay, what's been going on today? We've been working hard today to get the corrections finished for the misplacements and the bugs that we found, and we've done it. We've done some checking on it, but we need to finalize that checking tomorrow. We'll be working on that tomorrow, Friday. And we'll be making the adjustments to the phase 1 commission structure, where we're going to put more free entries through and pay you less commissions. It's going to benefit you and everybody else, okay? Once we've done that, we will then, what should we call it? A relaunch the 777 plan. And that will be up and running, God willing, by tomorrow, later on in the day, London time. It is important that we get it done tomorrow, because Devyani has family matters to attend to next week. And I think, let me just check. I think she's off all week, but let me just check on that. Let me just check on it, he said, and I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yeah, all week. She's off all week next week. So we need to get it up and running. And of course, she will be around if we have emergencies, but she's got family matters that she wants to get involved in. And of course, we always put people's families first. So we need to get that up and running, and it should be up sometime tomorrow. And then it'll be all systems go. And I'll be working through the week while Devyani is off on getting ShareHope sorted out and loaded into the subdomain for it, ready to get the database linked. And that will be the major issue, which we will need Devyani back for. So the ShareHope plan won't be launched this month. It will be after Easter. Hopefully we'll get it done in the first week of whatever month it is. Where are we now? First week of April, hopefully. Very early April, if not in the first week. It will be first or second week, I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping it'll be well within the first week. Okay, so that's where we are with those two plans. I also contacted Beyond Infinity with the details that I'd sorted out for the delivery of the car. I also sent further information to the Vauxhall dealership that we're involved with in that transaction, and got Beyond Infinity into contact with them, and hopefully we can get everything sorted out and get the car delivered as quickly as possible after the 1st of May. Hopefully we can do it from an in-stock vehicle. Hopefully we can get one that comes up to the, measures up to the price, the right price. Because if it's a factory order, it'll take another couple of months perhaps to get the vehicle delivered. And of course, until the vehicle's delivered, we can't sell it. And if we can't sell it, we can't get the money. So hopefully we'll get that from an in-stock vehicle. I am, in the meantime, going to be checking with a couple of other options just in case that Vauxhall thing doesn't go through. So I am going to be looking at some other options, largely because of the possibility of a delay in delivery. There are organizations, quite a number of them now online, but until you can get in front of people, they don't really understand what it's all about. They're used to people saying, I want to buy a vehicle, can you fix me up with some credit? And they say, yeah, okay. Or I can pay cash, and they go, okay. But you get a situation like us where we're going to pay cash, but it's going to come from a third party, and it blows their minds, and they say, well, I'm not sure about that. We've never done this before. Okay, so hopefully I'll be able to get some other contingency plans laid for the car anyway. But we have brought together Beyond Infinity and the dealership for Vauxhall. Keith is a good guy. It took him a while to get his head around it. Then he had to go and convince his manager, and then they came back with the way that it could all work. So now we're getting Beyond Infinity to confirm that they're prepared to work with them on the basis that they've outlined, and hopefully we'll get an answer on that pretty quickly, and then we can get the thing rolling. We'll pay that initial deposit, and then they can get into gear all that's required to get the vehicle up and ready for delivery as soon as possible. So we've been doing that as well. Today I sent out a message, email, or also in your inbox, and there was a quote in it that I really like. If I can find it, I've got it here somewhere. Here we go. It says, when you do the common things in life in an uncommon way, you will command the attention of the world. And it was George Washington Carver, who was a scientist and inventor. He died in 1943. But I thought that was really indicative of what we're doing with the 777 plan. Once again, when you do the common things in life in an uncommon way, you command the attention of the world. And I believe we'll command the attention of the world, because the 777 plan is, get back to Facebook if I can, is made up of common things. It's made up of leverage through cycles, leverage through referrals, leverage through increased pricing, and it also has another concept that's been used in the past, which is finding referrals and paying them and getting them in so that we keep the plan moving. But it's never actually, I mean, these are all common If you look around, some of them not too common, but you'll find them all. They've all been used in the past in some way, and possibly you'll find them in present plans in some instances, in some places. Common parts of a pay plan, but we've put them together in an uncommon way. And I believe that is through divine intuition, guidance, providence, whatever you want to call it. And because of that, we will attract the attention of the world, because we're going to change the fact that most people get involved in some online business opportunity, whatever you want to call these things, and fail to make a profit. And we're going to change that drastically from a 90% failure rate to a 100% success rate. And that is going to attract the attention of the world. And we do it by doing common things in an uncommon way. So I was really, really pleased with that quote that I found today. And it just strengthened my belief that we were on the right path. I was already thinking about various other things, and the divine intuition, the inspiration that has led us to the creation of that plan. And notice I said us, because a lot of you will think, he did this, and I didn't really. I have been instrumental in bringing things together, but lots and lots of ideas, suggestions, and intuition and guidance have come from all sorts of different places. And of course, the main inspiration is to help our members. And so without all of us together involved in this, it wouldn't exist. So it is us, and we have put together something that is going to change online business forever. Okay? Right, who else have we got in? We've got Richard in from Devon. I think we've got everybody else clocked. So be very happy to be a part of the creation of the 777 plan. And as creators, get out there, share it, and use it yourself. It'll change your life financially for the better, and it'll change everybody that you introduce financially for the better. And it will help generate income for the treasury of We Share Abundance, and it will help people get into the Share Hope plan, which will again generate more income for people, and also add more funds into the treasury. The more funds we get going through that treasury, once we pay our monthly ongoing, the expenses are not huge for an operation of our magnitude, but they're huge when you don't have the income. We have expenses that are in line with Avazu, and they've got millions of dollars behind them. We have expenses that are in line with lots of other companies, and possibly even more than some organizations, because we set up fail-safe mechanisms and backups and things that go above and beyond what is required, because we know that we have to be there for everybody ongoing and for many, many generations to come. So as we get the money through the treasury that makes us sustainable in self-sustaining those expenses that we have, then the excess will begin to create that community liquidity for our currency. But in the meantime, while you're waiting for that, you'll be able to create your own liquidity pool through the ShareHope program, which will be launched in April. There's no way we can get it launched before that now, but it will be launched in early April. So that is another blessing. The whole thing will bring together a huge influx of members, and that will, as we grow, increase the value of the ShareHope tokens. So if you've got, 50 ShareHope tokens now, and they double in value, that balance that you've got in your ShareHope wallet is going to increase, and they're going to go up, and they're going to go up. Any of you that were here at the beginning when we started, we're using the same basic formula that we used there for the calculation of the value of our currency. And it went from $1 to $300 in about 4 or 5 months. That was growing from a few hundred to, I can't remember the number, but I know we've had like over 300,000 people through our doors, but not all of them were involved. But if we look at, say, 50,000, once we hit about 40,000, I think 42,000, you will start to see those those token values increasing again. Now, I know we've only got a couple of thousand at the moment, but that's a couple of thousand more than we had when we started 4 years ago. We're now going to be starting from strength, solid foundations, and once we start growing, there won't be any stopping this time. There won't be any reason for us not to continue that growth. There will be no saying, oh, we've got it wrong because we've spent 4 years getting it right. Okay, so the future is looking really, really good. Okay. We have numbers. I'll just let you know what those numbers are. I'm surprised we've got another net increase. Maybe we're through the worst of that period where we had a lot of people joining that didn't really join. They didn't know what they were doing. They were just signed up by a couple of people. So we had a net increase of 6 in the last 24 hours in our registered members to 41,625. We had an increase of 4 in our active members to 2,457. That's what I say, we only got 2,500. But when we started, we only had maybe 300 or 400. I can't remember what the number was, but it was low. And we grew very, very quickly. Will we grow that quickly again? I believe so, once we really start and people start seeing what we're doing. But if we don't, it doesn't matter. We're going to grow and continuously grow and grow and grow. And at some stage, it's going to really take off. And that will happen when it's ready to happen. Okay. We are being looked after by forces beyond our control. Okay. We also have, we have a sister program which is dormant at the moment because of the token, the Visa token being of no value. We are going to be changing that onto the Binance Smart Chain as soon as we get a few other things out of the way, and that will rejuvenate that program. At the moment, it's a good place to go and advertise, because when you log in each day, you don't make a fortune, but you get a revenue share. Our revenue share today wasn't enough to take us up to the next level. We got 70 cents. So we're still at $10,374.70. in our bonus pool, and there was no change other than that in Multiply Weezer. Okay. It is spring, isn't it? We are springing to life. We are growing. We can see the shoots coming up all over the place. Look at that little shoot of 777, and that's going to grow into that huge, big forest. And what about that share hope? We planted the seeds, but we can't see it growing yet. We are in an exciting time of the year. It's a lovely time of the year when everything is coming to life. Little lambs gambling in the fields, and you can see, if you live in the country, you see the little baby rabbits and the leverets and things as you go around walking. And it's a time of rejuvenation. It's a time of joy. It's a time of growth, and it fits in perfectly with where we are as a nation. Okay, let's have a look back in the app, see if we've got any questions or anything there. I did mention the people that we have in, which was Lewis and Colin and Don, representing Portugal, South Africa and Canada in that order. And we had Andrew in as well from New Zealand. He's usually on Facebook. I wonder why he's in. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Colin saying, well done, congratulations on the glitch fix. Yeah, congratulations will be in order when we get the checking done, the testing done tomorrow. Colin says, how's your eye doing? It's doing very well at the moment. I'm still resting it a little bit because Monday, it was a bad day for me, actually, with the eye, and Tuesday wasn't so good. Wednesday was a lot better. I don't really understand what's going on when they talk about eye pressures, but I know they've been measuring my eye pressures for the past 5 years, and this eye has never been above 14. And I know that the problem was caused by pressure, and it was so much on Monday that I couldn't really see out of the eye. And it's come down since then. But when I got into them on Wednesday, they said, oh, horror, your eye pressure is 27.5. And that is like double anything that it's ever been before. But it's a good job they didn't measure it on Monday, I think. But yeah, it's doing well now. Thank you. Okay. So thanks for your concern, Colin. And I know that a lot of other people perhaps wanted to know as well, so I spent a little bit of time on it. But it is much better. I've got new medications, and I've got to go back next week for them to check that we're back on track. So fingers crossed, everything's looking good from that as well. Okay. Okay, there are no questions there. I don't think I've got anything else for you. It is exciting. We are growing. It is the right season, and things are going to be good and rosy. We're going to get through April, a beautiful month of growth, and we're going to see everything blossoming, and we're going to get to June is busting out all over, and it's exciting times, folks. It's exciting times. I'm looking forward to getting this first car deal finalized, but I do want to open up some other options. I've been looking at a few options, but it's difficult to get in front of people. And until you can get in front of, when I got in front of people with what we're about, it went reasonably easily. But when you're trying to contact people through emails and things, and they look at it and say, "Oh, I don't know what that is," well, and they can't, they can't be bothered with it. I don't blame them. I feel the same quite often. When I get thousands of emails every day, and most of them just get and chuck it into the spam. Okay, and unfortunately, we get members that send me emails, and if I don't actually recognise the name or something, and the way it's couched doesn't strike me as being anything to do, then it often gets into the spam. And quite often, the filters that I have on will put things into the spam folder anyway, and I can't be bothered going through the spam folder. So if you've got queries, the best, most certain way is to use the support desk. We have a small, very efficient, dedicated, wonderful team that will answer your questions for you, and get everything straightened out. So use the support desk. It's a lot better option than emailing me, or we get people contact me on Facebook. I spend maybe 10 minutes a day in Facebook. I'm not there to do things. And the only reason I go in is when it's been mentioned that I've got a query from somebody that they don't know how to answer, and so I go in and have a look, and so tickets is the best way. That's why we put the support desk there, so that you can get good quality service and advice 24/7. And I assure you that the support team have got a lot more patience than me, and often a lot more knowledge on some of the questions that come up as well. So use the support desk rather than trying to get me on Facebook or by email. Okay, so that's it. I will be here tomorrow. We will, God willing, have the relaunch of the 777 plan. It's been down for about a week, but we had to first of all make sure that bug was fixed, and we made all the corrective entries, and it was so complex, and each one was a little bit different. We couldn't just run an automatic program for it. We had to go through every individual file where there was an error and put it where it should be and sort it out. So it should all be good. We've still got a bit of final testing to do on that, and a little bit of work, but as I say, hopefully pre-launch tomorrow. I'll be able to announce that for you when I'm here. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Okay? Until then, God bless you all. Get out there, share love, share hope, share abundance. It'll all come back to you in more ways than you can even imagine. God bless you all. I love you all. And I'll see you later, alligator. Of course I will. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Come on. In a wild crocodile.